Hello guys, Solitary Gamer here, and today I will be reviewing Testament of Sisters New Devil Departures. Testament of Sisters New Devil either wasn't popular enough or they didn't have enough source material to make Season 3, so they chose to make a 60-minute long OVA instead. From what I saw of the OVA, it is canon, and every fan of Testament of Sisters New Devil needs to watch this. If Season 3 ever comes out, you have to watch this OVA first. This OVA had the best ecchi scenes I've ever seen for an anime or OVA. Obviously, it isn't as explicit as a HAMA, but in terms of an OVA or an anime, no other OVA or anime comes even close to the quality of ecchi scenes. I thought Season 1 and Season 2 were really explicit, but this OVA outdid Season 1 and 2 in terms of ecchi scenes. The ecchi scenes were borderline H, and if it was even a little more explicit, it would have become an HAMA. The girls were rubbing their breasts against Basara. There was a public ecchi scene. Basara was drinking milk from a girl's breast, and the final scene was a hot sixsome scene. Keep in mind that this is not an HAMA. To go so far in something that is not supposed to be a HAMA is simply mind-blowing. I enjoyed this OVA more than many HAMAs I have watched in the past, because of the beautiful animation style and the romance was developed properly. It was not just a girl doing ecchi things with a guy randomly and then falling in love with him. In this OVA, this story is the complete opposite of Season 2. In Season 2, Mio had to go back to the Demon Realm and needed the support of Basara. In this OVA, the elders in the hero village orders Basara, Kurumi, Yuki, and Mio to go to the hero's village. Now Mio must be the one to support Basara, as Basara still feels guilty about what he did to the people within the hero village as a kid. He is scared to go back there. Mio tries to show Basara that she will always be by his side. She also lets Yuki know that she will be there to support her as well. The first half of this OVA was slice of life, and the second half of this OVA was Basara facing his fears and going back to the hero village. Not only that, but we finally get to see an ecchi scene between Chisato and Basara, which I'll talk about shortly. I love this OVA so much. It was filled with ecchi scenes and scenes of the girls getting closer to Basara. There was only one fight scene that really wasn't a serious fight, and more of Basara facing his fears. I love the fact that there were basically no action scenes in this OVA. I really prefer hot ecchi scenes and romantic scenes much more than fight scenes. I will never forget the ecchi scenes in this OVA. I was shocked at those scenes because I expected those scenes out of a HAMA, not in an OVA or anime. The first ecchi scene was Zess rubbing her breasts against Basara, then Mio, Kurumi, and Yuki joined in on it. Maria was filming the entire scene. The girls started to rub against each other as well. That fivesome scene was so hot, with the girls moaning and their faces blushing. The second ecchi scene was even more explicit, with Basara touching and putting his mouth onto Mio's breast, while they were in a pool with other people. Two of his friends were literally right next to him while he was doing it. That was an exciting scene, as I was very interested to see if they would get caught or not. I have no idea how they didn't get caught. It was so funny seeing Mio try to talk normally to Basara's friends, while Basara was putting his mouth onto her breast and rubbing his leg against her lower body part. She was really making these erotic moments as well. This is something you see out of a HAMA. I have never seen anything close to resembling this scene in other anime or OVAs before. The third ecchi scene with the female teacher, Shizuto, and Basara was simply amazing. Shizuto was flirting with Basara and making it pretty obvious that she wanted to do ecchi things with Basara. Unlike other wimpy main characters, Basara didn't run away and started to do ecchi things with her. This is why I really like Basara as a main character. He isn't a pervert, and he is bold when he needs to be. The second season was such a tease. It didn't show Basara actually getting intimate with Chisato, so to see him actually get intimate with her in this OVA was simply amazing. Basara does what he loves most, touching breasts and putting his mouth onto girls' breasts. What made the scene so special was that the teacher was really hot and has big breasts. Basara was really making her breasts feel good with his nice techniques. I really liked seeing his techniques as it showed it wasn't just him touching a girl in a random way and making her feel good. Basara knows great techniques to make girls feel good. After he started making her breasts feel good, her breasts were leaking milk. The milk leaking from her breasts made that scene so much more erotic and creative. And it was so satisfying seeing Basara put his mouth onto those leaking breasts. The final ecchi scene was the best, as not only was it satisfying to watch, but it was heartwarming. Zes, Mio, Yuki, Maria, and Kurumi decide that they always want to be by Basara's side and they want to get married to him one day. They get into their wedding dresses and then get into a hot sixsome scene with Basara. There are all sorts of costumes or outfits a girl can wear, but the number one thing that is a turn on to me is seeing a girl in her wedding dress, as that means she is truly yours. Basara kisses the girls in the loving way, then he proceeds to do every ecchi thing possible to the girls besides putting his thing inside the girls' lower body parts, because if he did that, this would turn this OVA into a HMA. I'm not over-exaggerating when I say he was literally doing everything else besides putting his thing inside their lower body parts. In one scene, he went down on Yuki. I'm like, wow, did they really just show him doing that? The girls were touching themselves, moaning, and climaxing, which made this scene much more ironic and more pleasing to watch. You will never see a hotter ecchi scene from an anime or OVA. It was that great. This ecchi scene was amazing to me, not only because it was so ironic, but because it was full of love. I mean, girls wouldn't wear their wedding dresses, say they want to be with you, and do ecchi things with you if they didn't love you. The 5 girls in his harem clearly love him, and I will be shocked if he does not end up marrying them all at the end of the series. The girls didn't just love him just for the sake of having a harem anime. So many times I've seen a girl fall in love with a guy in a harem anime for no reason. These girls love Basara because he really cares about them and will always protect them. He is always there for them whenever they need him, and he will do anything for them. It was not just he saved them one time and they fell in love with him. He showed that he cared about them over and over again. This feels like a real harem, not a forced harem where girls love the guy for no reason. The story overall was just Basara getting over his fears and facing his past as he plans to return to the hero village. I thought the drama and resolution was wonderfully done. It wasn't resolved too quickly or dragging on for so long. This drama was necessary so that Basara can get even more determined in protecting the girls he cares about so much and keeping his happy life. The girls also felt like they got closer to him as well, as they are determined to face any dangers with Basara by their side. This whole drama got the girls to realize how much they love him. This is how drama or conflicts should be used in a harem anime, which is to further improve the relationship between a guy and his harem. Drama should not be used just for the sake of drama or for slowing down the relationship in a harem anime, like in some shows. I really liked the music during ecchi scenes. The music was so seductive. The animation style looked great, as it looked just the same as it did for the first 2 seasons. I'm glad that they didn't change the animation style just because it was an OVA. The animation was nice, as movements looked smooth and natural. There was a lot of movement required for these ecchi scenes, and the animation was great during those scenes. I didn't notice any animation errors or the girls moving in a weird way. These are the hottest ecchi scenes in anime or OVA. I have seen the Kiss X Sis OVA series, and even that series does not go that far in terms of a hot harem scene. It is so rare for a harem anime or OVA to actually have a hot harem scene. The Testament of Sisters New Devil series does not tease you. They keep coming up with hotter ecchi scenes with every anime or OVA that comes out. I give this OVA a 10 out of 10. You will not see anything hotter in terms of an OVA or anime. By OVA, by the way, I mean something that doesn't have H scenes. I know H anime are in OVA format. So that's all I wanted to talk about for today. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day or night wherever you are. And please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And please comment if you found anything interesting in the video.